Oh, caffeine.
Yay. I heard they're opening up a Starbucks close to us finally.
Really? Do they deliver?
I don't know.
3 a.m. Starbucks delivery.
I make some pretty good coffee upstairs.
You make jet fuel. I drink a cup of that and I'm up for 2 days going, look, what can we do next?
We have a smoking engine on the table tonight.
That's it.
So you can make that turn on at a moment's notice.
Yes.
Can you turn it off now? Because that high sound is in the microphone. It's in the headphones. All right, there's nobody here to give us a countdown, so I'm just going to...
I can do that, and I can push the button at the same time.
You can push the button?
Yeah, that's right. Ready?
You're the head button pusher. Wow,
button
that's your
pusher.
total
All right, here
title,
we go.
I mean, there.
All right, Joshua Barton, give us a countdown.
3, 2, 1.
The What's Neat This Week video podcast is supported by enthusiastic model railroaders just like you.
These are anyway.
And by GL Robotics, with over 61 colors of 3D printing filaments in stock, your gateway to new technology. Check out their website at glroboticsusa.com. Further support is provided by K&R Models. We dare to build. Check out their website at knrmodels.net. Additional support is provided by Spring Creek Model Trains, your destination for model trains. Stop in and say, wow. Check out their website at springcreekmodeltrains.com. And by Intermountain Railway Company, where the detail makes the difference. Check out their website at intermountain-railway.com. Further support is provided by Microengineering, keeping you on track with quality products for 55 years. Check out their website at www.microengineering.com. Order from your local dealer or order direct by calling 1-800-462-6975. Additional support is provided by Yelsma Graphics, America's leading distributor of quality railroad art and embroidered clothing since 1985. Check out their website at yelsma.com. Further support is provided by the NCE Corporation, the power of DCC. Visit their website at ncedcc.com. And thank you for supporting the What's Neat This Week podcast. This is the What's Neat This Week, show number 214 for November 5th, 2022. Holy cow, how did we get to November already?
I can't
1,
believe
2,
it.
3, 11. Jeez.
I know, right? I've had the most amazing life in the past year. All right, so we got a lot of neat stuff on the table tonight, a lot of new products to talk about, and I like that. And we've got a good cast and crew tonight, starting over here like we always do with Mike Buddy.
Hey,
Mike.
everybody.
Next to me, I got my favorite sugar fire, Joshua
What's up,
Barton,
everybody?
who is opening up a new location 3 miles south of us, and that's going to open up sometime in December.
December 12th now. Hopefully I don't have to push back any further, but you need front doors in order to run a restaurant, apparently. That's what the health department says.
Congratulations.
I drove past it today.
Did you see the amazing colored sugar fire?
Sign it.
Oh, my
yes,
goodness.
I saw it.
yeah.
I was out there and I had to go past just to see.
It's beautiful, so.
Off to the very end, we've got our favorite Stephen Mantia with us tonight, who always brings some of the most amazing subject matter to talk about that's generally not, it's off the cuff. Is that the way to describe it?
that's it.
Buildings
Things that are
and
neat.
O-scale and just what's neat this week.
That's it. Something I find is pretty neat. So.
That's absolutely amazing. All right, so I am Ken Patterson, host of the What's Neat Show at Model Road Hobbyist Magazine, and that video for December got put together last night. I put the rough pieces together in about 45 minutes. And in that video coming up for December, so far I've got it laid out where Dan Michio, our favorite from TCS, is coming to town. And he's going to talk about a DCC system that they have got. Dan Scheidel, my favorite drone pilot, shares some of the best work he's ever done. He made a compilation, is that the right? Compilation video of some of his best pieces. So the first minute and 70 seconds of that footage is that, and then we go to some BN locomotives and power pulling a grain train through this mountainous terrain with a lot of bridges and rivers. It's a dream layout to build, and all the answers are there in the in Dan Scheidel's material. In that, if you make your models look just like it does from a drone. That's it.
Yeah, it's just like what we do.
Also in that video for December coming up is Jennifer Kirk, our favorite from the UK. Hey, Jenny.
Right?
She did an interview on a 7-inch gauge. All English diesels, modern ones. Some pretty neat passenger trains. A lot of neat stuff.
Your front yard's perfect for that.
I know, right? That was amazing. Also, we have an interview with the folks from Bachman Industries that are going to talk about some of their new products that are coming out, because we're hearing about them first on this show and then on the What's Neat show at Model Railroad Hobbies Magazine. I really like it when that happens. And with that, that is what's going on for the December show. Currently, the, I think, October show is still running until the middle of November, or on the 15th. And in that show, I think, was the NMRA show that we had done,
Yep.
which is pretty good. And the views on that video should be strong, because their RPM views were well over 25,000.
And the November should be out in about 10 days or so.
Yes.
Yeah.
November. I was going to get to that. The November video is amazing, because I show you how to build trestles from start to finish, and I built a complete diorama, which you are the proud owner of.
It's beautiful.
Leitner trestle on the Rio Grande Southern Bridge 160A, milepost 157. It could be off by 1 milepost. But the fact is, it's the most accurate bridge in HO scale, I can tell you, that has been built. I nailed it. I matched every nut and bolt per photographs, every beam, every size, the highway getting cut underneath the bridge with the girder work. Everything was measured, including the topography, using satellite, what is it?
Topographical.
There's a word I haven't used in a long time. When have you looked at a topographical map anymore?
All the time.
It's all GPS on your phone now.
No, well, you can flip to the topical stuff. If,
So yeah, anyway, that's a great, so 3 good videos coming out right now are lined up, and I'll start on January very soon. One last thing I want to say before I go to Mike Buddy is Denny Yelsma told us this
Hi,
week.
Denny.
I know, hi Denny. Come back, hang out with us. Holly wants to cook for you. Let's think. Denny said that if you go up to him at Train Fest and mention the What's Neat show, he will give you a What's Neat hat as long as his supplies last.
Nice.
He said it would be a good way for him to help promote himself and for us to promote ourselves, if that makes any sense, to brand, have a little branding up at Train Fest, because we are not going to attend that show. The last time that we attended Train Fest, we were invited by Mercury Communications that was running that show at the time, and they wanted us on a stage of some type to do the What's Neat show from Train Fest. And you can find that video if you archive
Yeah, that was a great show.
through our videos here on YouTube. You just scroll back, you'll probably find it. Or you can go to the whatsneat.com website, and you can find out what every one of these podcast shows are, all the guests that have been in them, all the models we've talked about, all the manufacturers we've talked about, and photographs of everything we've ever talked about. Randy Hook's doing a magnificent job out there producing this website, and we thank you so much for what he is doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. Get a free hat with Denny.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I know, right?
Free hat.
Hey, Mike, what is that over there? What do you got on the table over there?
Well, people know I've always had a fascination with the auto industry in relationship to the railroads and shipping and everything. And I've talked about the Vertipack before. This is an old Overland brass model that I detailed the inside and got those. I cast those Vegas actually from a model that John Tyson made. But anyway, I'd always wanted to do one in 1/25th scale, this size here. So I made up a prototype door out of styrene. I scratch built this, measured it and everything, and it's kind of crude, but my friend Roger Acaster, he met me at one of the RPMs, and we've become pretty good friends. He was able to draw this up in CAD, and I sent it to Canada.
Can we touch it?
Oh,
Yeah, that's,
wow, look at that. It's got the rivets on the back
Yeah,
and everything.
these are done by
wow, look at that.
It is pretty neat.
Yelton Models did these. Dan Notley and Steve Tuff. They printed 5 of these, so I have enough to do one complete side, Yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out a way to put hinges on the bottom and everything, and that'll give me a good start to building this 1/25th scale Vertipack. So
I can't wait to see that
I mean,
finish.
if I ever get it done, I
know,
mean, it's
right?
Oh,
gonna
that'd be
Oh,
something to see.
geez.
Yeah.
be, yeah, it'll be.
I love it when we see new stuff
I
on
know.
this show.
I know. We have to build a whole new G scale layout outside.
You know, it's hard to wait a week for the next episode with you.
Well, this is gonna be a lot of waiting on this project, I'm sure. So,
It's pretty darn cool, though.
well,
I'll
thanks.
tell ya.
Yeah, we'll see.
Very cool.
All right, so it's up to you guys. To
What
finish.
about these? What about
Hold
these in the
on.
middle? What are these?
There's a lot of neat stuff going on the
I see a
table.
Mopac.
Where should we start?
Oh, look at this.
What is this? Now, we don't have a cameraman tonight.
Microengineering, you've outdone
I
yourself.
will maybe do a closer shot of this B-roll as we look at this, like we always like to do. What this is these are two number 6 microengineering turnouts, but this is one casting. This is one product. This is their new crossover that they're making in HO scale. And there is no announcement for what date or time period that this will be out. Actually, this model has been floating around microengineering for, I can think 6 months in my mind that I've seen it there, where this is the first test to see how it would come out. And this is beautiful. All the hinges switch, the springs work. And this appears to be code 70.
Very
I need to actually get a micrometer on that. It might be 83. But this is a beautiful thing for microengineering. The brothers and the father that have purchased the company are working very hard to fulfill all the orders and keep up with things as they transition the business into a more streamlined, more efficient business. Not that it wasn't before, but as they mentioned on the last show, they're looking at different things on how you can make it more efficient for the employees. Make it
Streamlined.
streamlined.
Fresh
Right.
minds,
Right.
and fresh
Yeah, yeah.
ideas, yeah.
So I look forward to see how that all works out with them. They
And
are
boy, they're
good
working
people.
hard on getting all these orders up to date and everything. I'll tell you, they're working quite around the clock almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
a great
cool.
family, man.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we got to meet them at the NMRA show. What else do I have on here? I've got some. We did the crossovers.
Yep.
Keith from KR Models had contacted me this week. We are going to receive some more product to share on the show that's brand new coming out from
Very
him. I boxed up that GT3 and the American Shay, two-truck Shay that we had. I ran a segment on what's neat for that. I think that might also go in December's video because Joe Fugate was very interested in having that be part of the Model Railroad Hobbyist magazine family,
Yeah.
which is what that video really is. It's independent. We produce it independently, but we kind of use his umbrella, if so to speak, because he's got at one point 90,000 people that look at that magazine every month. So, once the What's Neat video's in there, it draws people to our show. It's a way to share.
Yeah, well,
everything.
then they're right there. Hi, guys. Thanks for watching.
Hello, hello.
This is Joshua. Awesome. So we got some Intermountain freight cars on the table too. I want to blow through this because these are actually amazing. I just got these in the mail earlier today, and I still had time to shoot them outside. And these are HO scale PS Pullman Standard 4750 cubic foot 3-bay ribside hoppers. Okay, I've got them in N scale for the N scalers and in HO tonight to share with you the brand new products that they have just received. The first one that I've got is a Missouri Pacific Eagles, Mike,
Yes.
and it's painted just the right color. And it's got a metal roof lock on it, Katy couplers, metal wheel sets. I did shoot this outside, so I can show some photographs of it out in real from on top and from the side. I'm using that old beat-up switchyard out there. I really need to stop using that. Anyway, this is car number 722859. And, of course, it's got the Eagle logo on the side. The next one is a 4750 cubic foot, same thing, Pullman Standard ribside hopper. This is really cool. This is a Rocky Mountain Brokerage Company.
Wow.
I know, right?
Greeley, Colorado. That's very cool.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
where,
that neat?
Montfort is from.
Yeah.
It's got reporting marks on it of TLDX, as I showed to you, shot outside in beautiful sunlight. This is car number 9042, and it is a beautiful dark green color. Nice model. I like that.
Yeah.
The last one in HO scale I've got is 4750 cubic foot, 3-bay ribside hopper, and this is C and NW. right?
Yes, Chicago and
C
Northwestern.
and W.
Right.
There's no ands in between everything.
I didn't say there is on that though. Okay. There is an and on there.
Yeah,
There is an and.
There's
Chicago.
just one,
C
not four.
and W. This
Yes,
is not
yes.
Norfolk and Southern.
It's-
You
yeah.
said C, N, and W.
Right. Okay.
No.
Chicago and Northwestern.
Correct.
There's some guy out there diagnosing me right now. It's a beautiful car in green.
Yes.
You know, Dave Davis would love that on his
Oh,
layout. Green logos and the green placard on it. This is car number 753567. And again, hats off to Intermountain and HO scale. Now let's look at the beautiful little N scale things we got. These are sweet. And the detail is so finite.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure is.
It's incredible, man.
These are the same as what I've just described to you in the HO car sets. So Pullman Standard 4750 cubic foot 3-bay hoppers. The first one is Morrison Quirk Green Corporation. Reporting marks on it, MOGX, car number 97. And that's a nice car. It looks good and light. Look at all the white detail on that.
Yeah.
The next one I've got is a Rock Island, and it's the Rock. This is the beautiful blue car, the ones that Mike likes to weather up.
Oh, yeah.
4750 cubic foot, 3-bay hopper, car number 132674. And it just looks like dynamite, and all these have various types of roof ribbed hatches on them. So they look good. The last one we've got in N scale is a Canadian National. This is reporting mark CC. Chicago, Central, and Pacific. And this is car number 481958. I love the color of this car. It just looks good with the yellow stripes. Those are called conspicuity stripes.
Conspicuity.
Gesundheit.
Make it conspicuous.
Anyway, they're all awesome cars. Check them out on the Intermountain website at intermountain-railways.com. There's pictures going to be of all these freight cars at whatsneat.com, so you can reference back to them. And thank you very much, Intermountain, for helping us promote the best hobby in the world. And so with that, let's go to Steve Mantia.
Oh, go
Hi,
to me then.
Steve.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you? Well, I brought in a new find. I know I should never go into Menards because it's just I do not need any more stuff, any more train stuff. But when I saw this with the diner, with the rocket diner thing here, I just thought, you know what? I have to have it, you know, and bring it home. So now we'll go ahead and plug it in.
That's every time I go with Mike to the hobby store.
Yeah.
We find
Yeah.
something that we had to have.
I got to
to.
get some
That
brass.
is cool.
And of course, it lights up. The smoke comes out. The Menard stuff is amazing.
It is.
It's
Which
just
store
the
do you
stuff
go
that-
to?
I
Which
was going
one?
out in Manchester. I was going out to.
Okay.
I was going out to buy some electrical stuff that
Yeah.
I needed, and you know, of course, you go down that aisle and you see all that stuff,
Right.
and it's one of those. Well, you know, I know I don't need that, but when I saw this one, I just thought it was another unique one to
Yeah.
that standpoint. And then, as usual, as if I need another car, O-scale car to have, you know,
But you need a bus.
I need the bus, but I, you know, I like M&Ms. That's sort of the thing I like to, whether to eat them or, you know,
right.
the red one is my favorite, Glenn. Just so you know, the red one is the best one. So I just decided to get this car also, and I've been waiting to bring it here, to bring it on the table and show everybody that. But yes, the Menard stuff is very nice.
Very
Nice.
cool. All right, Joshua Barton, how's progress on that beautiful layout you're building, DeSoto?
I haven't worked on it very much here lately. I've been doing stuff for the store and a bunch of personal stuff going on, so haven't really been able to work on it. I'm anxiously waiting for some micro engineering turnouts for my ladder yard.
Oh, yes.
And I'm doing the yard shops at DeSoto if the 32 stall roundhouse was still there. It was demolished in about 1911.
That's right, yeah.
And then they made other buildings, and there's a slide, what are they called? The slide turntables?
Yeah.
There's one there, but there's no actual turntable and no roundhouse.
Yeah.
So I researched where on the property it sat, so that sits right directly where it would have been. Where the original station is, I put an original looking station. So, but everything else is going to be modern times. So I've been doing all that, and as soon as I get some more micro engineering stuff, I'll put my ladder together. working on. I want to get some different kind of switch machines, and so I'm looking at something a little more manual for that area, so you can be a little more in depth to that area and switching into the various buildings that I have. So,
Are you going to model all 32 stalls?
So,
I mean, selective compression?
If I would do that with the Walthers turntable and the modern stall, I will have one space for a train to come out.
It's
so
going to
it'll
be like a
all the
whole
way
circle.
around.
Right.
So I won't be doing that. I'm probably going to do about 24 or something around there.
You know they did build them that way, where they left.
Yes,
Right.
Sometimes it was just 2 spots.
I
Two
do,
openings.
but I want to have a maintenance house on the turntable as well.
Yeah.
I want to have a couple empty stalls that aren't in a building
sure.
to put the wheel sets that are usually there, and maybe a dilapidated engine or two that's being worked on. But you know, I didn't want to have the entire roundhouse because I want you to look into the roundhouse. I want to detail the inside of the roundhouse, have the lights in it. As I showed you on a different episode, I have the doors that will open and close with just a switch. So when I want that particular engine out, I'll flip a switch on the layout and then dial in the turntable to that particular space. So it looks a lot more realistic that way.
Right.
So instead of having all the doors open, it's so far in the layout that I can't just reach in and touch it. So it has to be all pretty much automated because, you know, I'm a big guy. I can't be crawling up in there every time I have a layout run session. So so yeah, it's a work in progress.
No, they always are.
That's awesome. I went down to DeSoto a lot in the last 6 months with Holly from various times, and I got to run around the yard down there, you know, drive around it, obviously. And I studied the hill. That place has got a bluff in it. It'd be as if you built a town in my backyard. So you've got a 150-foot bluff, but they still had to cut or weave or get roads to go up the cliff.
The roads get steeper.
And the way you
steeper.
modeled that on your layout, that church scene in particular that we have showed on the show before, it's right there in front of me. And I'm like, well, hot darn, Josh, you did it.
So you have to have selective compression with something like that. And when you're looking to visualize certain buildings above others, that's what you're looking for. There's a Catholic church and then a Christian church right below it, and the steeple difference in them is a big variable. You know, the gas station down lower, that's a different variable. There's a couple buildings in between all that, but I've selectively compressed it to fit it into the layout. So, and
it's going to be awesome.
It will. It's a long journey, but it's a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you $15 a minute for some video off that layout.
Oh, you heard that first.
I need segments for what's neat over there.
$20.
We'll talk. All right, so with that, I heard that Mike Buddy has got a 3D printer possibly in your future.
Maybe.
Because now that you're getting a taste of all this, you've always been one to come up with things before everybody else. I can't wait to see what you do if you got a 3D printer.
I don't know anything
He's a
about
revolutionary.
the CAD drawing the files or anything like that. All I'm doing is hopefully downloading some files, existing files.
Right. Like the guy could send you this
that,
file.
That's the first step. And then, I got to tweak this little spot. That's the second step. And then, I'm going to, you know, and then you just build from there. And it's
this guy that's coaching me through it so far, Barry Benoit up in Massachusetts, he's telling me I can do it. So
I know you can.
Keep on him, Barry. Keep on him.
Just remember, you're going to call Greg Summerlin at GNL Robotics when you purchase your 3D printer.
All right.
He is the to-go source because when you're sitting there dumbfounded at what you're about to start, what do I need to do to make? If there's any questions that you don't find either on the internet or in the instructions, call him up. He's there to talk to Mike Buddy.
I need help.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Love you on the show, Mike.
All right.
And then he will help you through it, and including parts. So sales and service. GLRoboticsUSA.com, Mike.
And he won't just talk to Mike. He'll talk to any of you out there. Okay?
That's good. That's
Don't
a very
think
good
that we're
thing.
singling him out.
I thought it was just Mike Buddy.
If you want one, he's going to talk to you.
Talk to me
okay?
too. Wow, okay.
And all of you out there.
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah, it sure
It's
is.
fall. This is the time of the year when us garden railroaders are fighting with the leaves. They constantly pile up.
It's Glenda Mantia's favorite time of year.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is. That
yeah.
Fall is her
Pumpkin
favorite.
spice,
But, out there and get the pumpkins and get all the leaves cleaned
Yeah.
up. I don't know how many times I've had to rake the leaves out of the yard because,
Yep.
some more come down. You get those cleaned up, and then I got to wait for some more to come off the tree, and then it's, I get that look of, there's some more leaves.
It was
that
so
need to be cleaned
windy
up,
here over the weekend. I mean,
I know you keep trying
Right,
to move them to
that
blow the wind to
look.
blow somewhere.
I got to tell a quick story before we exit here tonight. I've always cleaned this yard. The John Deere's got the vacuum system on it with a big trailer. And I don't know how many bushels it holds. It's a lot. But you suck up all the leaves, you cut the grass. It's like a golf course. Made it look perfect. That was my job. Keep the yard up. That's my part of my job, right?
Okay.
The most amazing thing happened the other day. This was about 4 weeks ago. Holly's like, "Oh, it's so beautiful when the leaves are on the driveway like that." I was like, "Well, I was about to leaf blow and just clean them all up."
Just leave 'em right there.
No, she's like, "No, just let them. They're beautiful. Just let the leaves be in the grass." And I'm like, "Rock and roll."
You're not going to argue with that. That's it. Yeah, they do look pretty. Yeah.
So I love you, Holly. Thank you. That's yeah. Anything else to talk about tonight as we go around the table?
I don't think so.
I would like to say something real quick.
Okay.
To all of our fans. My father recently passed away, and all the well wishes from everyone who watches. Thank you so much. My family is very blessed to have you guys giving us those warm wishes. So I just want to say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.
Guys, this is the best hobby in the world with some of the best people in it, just like Joshua Martin sitting right next to me, Steve Mantia and Mike Buddy. Thank you. And so with that, gentlemen, let's go run some trees.
All right.
Okay, camera one's still going to roll. I'll run the credits. We need to do a thumbnail.
Can I run some of these strings?
Yes.
Yeah, Intermountain special coming through.
It's going to be cool. They'll probably roll great right out of the box.
You're awesome.
They've never been run before. All right, what do you? Mike's holding up his door.
Yeah.
I'm holding up a turnout.
I got to hold up my M&Ms. That's it.
I'm all about glitter tonight.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, look at the camera. Show me some teeth. Okay, you got that.
Very nice.
I'll kill some of the cameras.
All right, sounds good.
We had a 23-minute long show tonight.
That's a pretty good show, though.
It's, you know what? There's nothing wrong with only one.
Quality.
Right.
I just want
High quality.
Right. Okay, I'm killing sound first. I haven't screwed up anything so far. Knock on wood.
So far, night's young. It's only 9:13, so.
All right, somebody call Holly and tell her it's time to come home.
Hey Siri, call.